What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl G, and I've got my phone.
I can imagine.
So you can imagine we're going to be dishing out some relationship advice. But if you're new to the channel, on this channel we do true crime stuff, and we have some fun sometimes giving out relationship advice like we would be doing today. So if you want to enjoy true crime but still can laugh a little, subscribe. And I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Am I the a-hole will tell my husband I'm done pushing? Let's find out. Throwaway account. Me, 40-year-old female, and him, 39-year-old male, have been together for 20 years and married for 15. Dated for 5 years. Okay, sounds like someone I know.
I know someone who is.
2 kids. He has bouts where he's unhappy and been caught having emotional affairs several times.
Okay. Is it okay?
Not okay. Not okay. We have separated 3 times, each lasting about 6 months, and then he decides his family is where he wants to be and we reconcile. So I'm just thinking, like, wait, my brain is doing the math and his math is not math. Is it that he has an emotional affair and then you guys separate, and during the separation he's legally, technically allowed to do whatever he wants with that emotional affair?
I'm normal. I can do anything.
And then you guys get back together, because that's a very good way of cheating without cheating. But yeah, so each lasting about 6 months, and then he decides his family is where he wants to be, and we reconcile. Here lately I'm seeing the same pattern of being unhappy, moping around, disconnected from everyone, face in his phone constantly, another emotional affair happening right in front of you. Watch out. I do 95% of the household tasks on top of working 50 hours a week. Homeschooling. He maybe cooks dinner once every 2 weeks, and he is responsible for grocery shopping on Thursdays and trash on Tuesdays. I mean, how about you, sweet?
Switch off the lights.
I take out the trash. I cook dinner once a week, and I can definitely do some grocery shopping. Well, he has hobbies outside of the home, but because, like, when I think of homeschooling, it's like you need to have superpowers to homeschool. Like, teaching kids at school is like so much, but like to homeschool people, have a 50-hour job, that's a lot. He has hobbies outside of the home that he does once a week, and then he does an all-day thing related to his hobby once every month. I've asked him if he wants to talk about it, and he insists nothing is wrong, and I'm imagining things. Okay, then you stop imagining and stop asking.
I don't.
I stopped pushing. I told him that until he communicates that something is wrong, I'm going to assume it's not, because it isn't. It's not a kid. I do not have the time to beg someone to tell me what's wrong when they clearly don't want to. And you have 2 kids to manage. You don't need a third.
I think that's enough for now.
The marriage counselor basically told him that he has communication issues, but he would never do the exercises with me, and insisted that the counselor sided with me because she was a woman. When we got a male counselor, and he said the same thing, and that the guy was interested in me. Like everyone, there's something wrong with everyone but him. I told him this morning.
Told me, coach. I know.
After he was mad that I hadn't pushed him all week trying to figure out what was wrong, that I'm done pushing. I'll ask what's wrong, and if there is anything that I can do to help him, once or twice. But after that, I'm leaving it. I'm done. I'm exhausted all the time, and I feel like I have a salty teenager in my house. He is now giving me the silent treatment and telling people his meat aren't being made. Obviously, he had a baby in him. But the fact that they've been together for 2 years, and that's what he's used to. He has become accustomed to the attention he gets when he goes to the moody teenager. So you have to keep feeding it. You've done that for 20 years, so you have to keep feeding him. His needs are not being met. His needs, oh my gosh, his needs are not being met, and I can agree with him on that part. But let's look at some comments. The first comment says, Sounds like you've been putting up with all of this long enough. Exactly. His needs are not, why do I keep saying need? His needs are not being met because you have been indulging him for so long and he has gotten accustomed to that. Sometimes we are better off alone or alone with kids than with someone who clearly doesn't respect us or care one whit about our feelings. Ask yourself this question. If you wake up 5 years from now and things were exactly the same, would you smile or would you want to kick yourself? Respond now based on your answer. That's deep. I don't know if this commenter is a counselor, but that's like a deep question. Whatever bad relationship or situationship you're in, just think of 5 years. 5 years from now, if everything was the same, would you kick yourself or would you smile? That's like a really good question.
Can I ask you another question?
Now, holy crap, this question. I wish I had read this years ago when I was struggling. Amazing question. That's awesome. Now, there's an update. So 3 days later, the husband finds the post and decides to make his own post on Reddit to like explain himself, give his own point of view. So this is the husband's post. Am I the a-hole giving my wife the silent treatment because she's checked out and no longer pushes me about what is wrong?
You think too much.
Even without reading the woman's post, the title says it all. My wife no longer pushes me about what is wrong. Really? So, being together 20 years, 2 kids, picket fence, all that good stuff. My wife, 40-year-old female, and I, 39-year-old male, are at an impasse, and I'm giving her the silent treatment. He considers it an impasse, and she's like emotionally drained and it's exhausted. They're definitely not on the same page. I'm giving her the silent treatment because she isn't meeting my needs or showing any concern for me and my feelings. Aww. Sorry, baby.
It's okay, baby.
Now, we got into an argument because she asked me what was wrong, and I felt that after 20 years, she should know to keep asking. Like, you should know. That's how we do it. And she didn't. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys, but this is just funny. Like,
You can stop the act anytime.
she's supposed to be doing this thing over and over, feeding my ego and, I don't know, pampering me, and she didn't. And now I'm pissed. She told me she would only ask once and would assume all is well unless I tell her differently. Normally, she that's the word. Normally, she asks and asks until I eventually tell her. It's kind of a game. He considers it like a game, and it's like fun. It's like, I don't know, but kind of like a guy asking a girl out, and she's like, oh, she wants him to keep asking, and then she's gonna say yes at some point. That's literally what she has been doing with him, and I feel like this is something that it's more of it's something that women do, and he's just being a woman right now. Normally, she asks until I eventually tell her. It's kind of a game. Eventually, I tell her and we work it out. More and more lately, she has less time for me and tell me she's exhausted between work and kids and home and all the other stuff.
Oh, I thank you very much, Captain.
Obviously, I work too. I have hobbies that take me out of the house. I'm tired too. She doesn't get a monopoly on being exhausted. Funny how he didn't even mention the kids or household chores. Like, I do 50% of the household chores and I take care of the kids. He didn't even mention that. He's like, I have hobbies that keep me busy. I'm also tired from my hobbies. And when hobbies are meant to unwind. Now, that's parenting. I cook some and take out the garbage once a week, which is more than a lot of men have to do. Oh, wow. The fact that he puts himself on a pedestal without us putting him there. Like, get off. We have had time on and off through our marriage and are getting on a better track after a separation I felt was needed. After she saw a message pop up on my Apple Watch from a coworker she had asked me to distance myself from personally. I felt she was overstepping just because my coworker was female. My wife is super introverted and doesn't really leave the house, so I'm not worried she's cheating on me. I was Oh my God, I'm like so pissed. People who are introverted and love to stay at home always give the other person that notion of like, I'm okay, I'm fine, this person is not cheating on me. Oh my God, like you'll be shocked when she leaves, when she serves his divorce paper and is moving into one nice guy's house. He's so happy about that and he's even comfortable to say it. I've been quiet for almost a week and it seems like she doesn't care. This is just funny. I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry. Am I the a-hole for keeping on with the silent treatment until she goes back to caring for my feelings? So there's one edit and two updates, but we're going to read the comments to what he posted first before we go and see the edit. So the comment says you are the a-hole and your wife should leave you. Summing up the worst crimes from your comments. So this FBI agent decided to list down all of his crimes. So number one, she works full time yet still handles 90% of the household chores and parenting. Absolutely. Number two, she manages and homeschools your child with special needs. Hey, this person has more info than we do because that was not in the first comment. Number three, you read her private journal and excuse it with some BS that you do not believe in or allow privacy of any kind in marriage. Like all of these comments, I don't know where the person got this information from, but there's a third update. There's a third post from the wife, so maybe it's there, but this person has a lot of juice that we don't have. So yeah, number four, you had two emotional affairs. One with this must be a family member. This must be someone who knows them. You've had two emotional affairs, one with one of her only friends, 2 months after your wife had given birth and was PPD.
A PPD.
Postpartum depression. Now she no longer has friends of her own. Obviously, you had an emotional affair with her friend. That means her friends being close to you is dangerous. At least let them around you. She doesn't now she no longer has friends of her own, or at least lets them around you. Oh God, that's like so bad.
So bad.
Dang. Number five, you are currently on the road to a new affair with a coworker. The way he explains it, you're literally on the road to a new affair with a coworker who you admit messages you constantly calls you love and discusses how handsome you are. That's an affair. Number six, you are currently and openly playing mind games with your wife to purposefully make her feel anxious and not tell her what's wrong with you. Okay, that makes sense. That's absolutely mind games. You are now giving her the silent treatment in addition to this because she isn't begging you to tell her anymore. Number seven, you use weaponized incompetence and claim you can't do the dishes or laundry, but you make dinner every once a week. Now, number eight, meanwhile, your wife split her C-section incision twice during your doing your laundry postpartum.
Am I insane?
That's insane. She shouldn't be bending down with a C-section one, and she opens the one twice. That's a lot. Okay, this person has like too much information that we don't. Now, number nine, you do not tell your wife you love her or compliment her when she pushed on the last time you were kind or loving to her. You said you gave her a card in May. Number 10, you refuse therapy because the female therapist sided with your wife, saying women stick together. You quit therapy completely when the male therapist did too. Honestly, she's a saint and deserves so much more. You are not worth 5 minutes of her time. Luckily, she seems to be realizing that fact. I have no idea who this commenter is, but they have so much information and they must actually know them personally. Now, let's go to the guy's update. Edit, I get it. I'm a massive a-hole. I'm going to have a talk with her when I get home to see where she's at. If she has checked out of the relationship emotionally, or let her go. I mean, you're already halfway there. You just continue what you have with your coworker. or let her go, even if I don't want that. I grew up in the same kind of household and seen my grandparents do the same. The only thing she does differently from my mom and granny is hold a job. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, stop acting crazy.
The girl, the woman needs a GoFundMe to like support her to start her life somewhere else without this D-bag. Are you kidding me? Like the only thing she does differently from his mom and his grandma is like have a job that just takes up just a little 50 hours of her time the entire week and just casually brings in money for the house. Oh, wow.
Stop saying it.
Wow.
It's not worth it.
The way he says it is like so annoying already. I still don't think I'll do therapy as I don't think I need it, but I'll make an effort to be more supportive at home and help. Update. Apparently, my wife posted last week and got an overwhelming amount of support telling her I was a narcissist and to leave me. She set up an appointment with a lawyer based on the feedback. No! Based on other people making her realize how valuable she is and how much weight she'll be shedding when she gets rid of you. Based on the feedback, she said, listen, it's it's in 2 weeks. I'm not sure who sent her this post, but she is pissed at me, obviously. Update number 2. Since this has gained so much attention, I'm doing a final update and then I'm deleting the account. The message, comments, everything is a lot to do with. My wife destroyed all her journals she has been keeping since middle school, so I couldn't read them and try to use anything against her. Apparently, she had them hidden in various spots in the house, like under a loose step in the staircase and under a drawer in the bathroom. You already know where she hid them. I get it. I'm an overwhelming a-hole. I appreciate the messages that have sent me links. I appreciate the messages that have sent me links and videos. Now, she's adamant. She's adamant. Sorry. She's adamant in moving forward with a lawyer and told me her best hope is co-parent and civil adult and do what is best for the kids. Her name is nowhere on the house as it was an inheritance, so she will have to move. There's nothing I can do about that. Or maybe be a decent guy and be like, I want my wife and kids to stay in a good house while I go figure out something. But obviously, there's nothing you can do about that. Or try to make it as easy as possible on her from here out, and just apologize for taking advantage of her and what a wonderful person she is. Then that comment. And after that, the wife had an update. Now, on my day of telling my husband I'm done pushing, 2 days later. Hi everyone, I can't seem to get into the original throwaway and that I had posted, but we already saw the original post, and I'm guessing this is what she says. I guess things imploded yesterday. I think he found my original post, copied a lot of my posts, and then posted trying to get sympathy here and was absolutely destroyed. Thank you for that, Reddit folks.
You are welcome.
I had the post sent to my mail and I'm not sure who figured that out, but you should 100% make finding obscure people on the internet a career. He claimed he isn't on social media or Reddit, and that simply isn't true. He literally just posted. He spent a great majority of his time on social media. He left and went to stay with a friend after me telling him that I was done and there was no coming back from everything. I guess I kind of came out of the fog reading all the replies and the books I ordered. I found out he read my journals, and that was the overall breaking point for me. I appreciate the feedback and messages so much, and and everyone who took time to link this post. I hope you want. I hope you wonderful people have amazing lives and wish you all the best. And a comment from that post says, I hope you and your barracuda of a lawyer take your ex to the cleaners. Oh, I like when they say that. I like that phrase. I'm going to take it to the cleaners, especially in this case. He's less useful than a mud puddle. Oh, wow. People are mean. Most of the actions he admitted to were repulsive. Enjoy living your best life. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, come on.
Come on, boys!
The dude does take the trash out once a week, so much more than some other husbands. Seriously, though, that was one hell of a read yesterday. Run fast and far. We'll be clapping for you the entire way. And that was it, guys. But what gets to me is the fact that he's not even, oh my gosh, he's like, my mom did it and my grandma did it. My mom homeschooled us. My grandma, he's literally living in like 2 centuries behind.
Are you, Grandmama?
And the only thing, and the way he underplays everything that she does, like the only thing she does different is that she holds a job. Like, oh, you kidding me? And the fact that, like, he didn't even say like what she did wrong. This woman needs a break. She needs a life. And the funny part is when she's going to find someone that's an actual adult and treats her right, she's going to regret the 20 years she had wasted with him. But what do you guys think? This is the case where she should get a divorce and she should start living a life that she could only dream of with him. What's up, guys? That's it for today, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What level of BS would you put up with? Like all the chairs put up with, what level were you going to put up with before getting to this point? And I think Reddit is the cause of a lot of divorces right now. What do you guys think about that? But then at least it doesn't end in people ending themselves after they're emotionally drained, or they've had life sucked out of them by other people. I'm excited to let's get into the comments and start a conversation.